Well, Andreas, congratulations. A big win tonight over the Glasgow Rocks, an important win, and you guys now move to 500 on the season.
As you say, a very important win. It's the first time in the BBL that we've beaten Glasgow twice. We've got the head-to-head against them, and it was a game of two halves, for sure. And the third quarter, the comeback that we did, the passion, the pride that we saw on the defensive end, and it was a very good old Flyers basketball performance.
What was the main difference, do you feel, between this performance and the performance up against Glasgow on BBC Sport last week?
I felt we didn't defend as well in that game. I thought offensively we got some good looks, but I didn't feel our defense was the level required. And to a certain extent, I didn't think in the first half our defense in terms of intensity, anticipation was not there. We were not able to finish our defense with rebounding as well. Fast forward the second half, we kept the team like them to 16 points in the third quarter. We were able to get between the third quarter and the fourth quarter, we got 11 consecutive stops, and that fueled our offense as well. So bottom line, it comes down to our defense. Flyers basketball has always been taking pride on the defensive end, the commitment on the defensive end, and I felt we did that very well in the second half.
Talk about that defensive performance, particularly in that second half. It kind of reminded me of that performance against London Lions a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, every game is different. I think we feel like we've been improving on both ends of the court, and we are working a lot in practice to try to improve our defense. And I think that's paying off. It paid off in the game against London, and I think that was more of a full performance, if you want to call it. Today it took us a while to find the rhythm, and ultimately it gets 5 of our guys on the court to be on the same page. And when we do that, we can be very successful. And I think now it's about kind of building that consistency in our game. And it's a big-time win. It has been a difficult week for a number of reasons. And, it's never easy playing back-to-back the same team, especially when you travel there and you lost the game. So psychologically, they have the advantage. But I think we dealt with the adversity. I told them at the start of the games, we were pumped up for the game, but there's going to be adversity. So we did have the adversity. We dealt with it. We dealt with all the challenges that the first half gave us, and we were able to deliver the knockout punch in the second half. And I'm very proud for the players. And what it shows is you don't have to have one guy or a few guys having spectacular performance. What it shows is guys have to do what they have to do. They've got to play their part in the game. They've got to play their role for the good of the team. And when we do that, we can get results like we did today.
We talk about that adversity. You were down by 12 points going into the break. What did you say to the team at the end of that first half?
It was just we had to sharpen up on defense. We talked about certain situations, our levels of anticipation, and ultimately finishing our defense as well, getting rebounds. We felt that they had the opportunity to get second shots at times, and that's a long time to play defense sometimes. And I think that kind of correlated a little bit with the offense. The offense was just about making reads and just being able to push it, but it's quite difficult to do that when you pick it up off the net all the time. So it was just about stepping up our defensive intensity. There might have been a bit more passion there, like what I'm describing right now, but ultimately the guys responded, and it was great to see us perform the way we did in the second half.
What does an important win like this say about your team?
That we have toughness, and our brand of basketball relies on the defensive end, and I think we're getting better. And what we said is from the start that this is a journey, and we're very excited for what's coming ahead. I think for me, we've got to take it one game at a time. We cannot rush ahead of things right now, but we just got to keep on building on the good things that we do, because ultimately they win games for us, and I feel there's a lot more to come from us. So what it says is that we're improving, that we're working in practice, we're doing good things, and we're improving. And ultimately, it's not about the wins, it's about how you play as a team. And I feel that the last few games that we're playing better and better. And I think we're heading the right way, and that's the biggest thing to take from today.